Hello everyone, this is Madhav and today's task is to assign seismic loads to our building. So the word seismic relates to vibrations and earthquakes, right? So when it comes to tall buildings, seismic loads is a key factor, we see we have many examples where many buildings failed during earthquakes. So now by applying seismic loads, we would try to design a building which would resist or which would have minimum and optimized failure while earthquakes. So now let's begin. So as we know, the fundamental steps in ETABS are uh, on grid lines, then define, then draw, then assign, then analyze, and then design. So now we'll be starting with defining the load. Okay. So now let's go to the define option present in the menu bar, and then we'll be going to load patterns. And now here we are going to add a new load. I mean new load because the software doesn't know, right? So now we'll be assigning a load. First we'll be creating a load, then we'll be assigning it to the building. So now let's start. Let the load be named seismic. Then the type of load comes under seismic, right? Uh, then here we'll be assigning IS 1893 2002. And now we need to add this load, okay? And load. Now we'll be modifying this load. So now here we can see various options like response reduction, seismic zone factor, site type, importance factor, etc. So according to IS code, we'll be assigning these values based on the location of the building and various other factors. So now let's begin. We'll consider that the earthquake is happening only in X and Y direction. So we'll remove these ones. Okay, so now let this be constant. And now when it comes to seismic zone factor, this depends on the code. So now let's look at the code. So now let's have a look on the map with different zones, and it tells about the various places which are coming under different zones. So now let us consider this building is being constructed in Bangalore. So Bangalore comes somewhere here and it represents blue color and it comes under zone 2. So now it is clear that the zone is 2. Now we need to assign seismic zone factor for that particular zone. So let's again go to the IS code. So now we can see that for zone 2 we have the value of Z as 0.1. So now let's assign it as 0.1. Then the other factor is site type. So now let's have a look at that. So when it comes to site type, we have three options over here. That is based on the type of soil. It might be soft soil, it might be medium soil, or it might be rock or hard soil. So now we'll be assigning type to medium soil to our project. Let's assign type. Okay. Now the other factor is importance factor. So again, let's have a look over it based on the IS code. So when it comes to importance factor, we have two values. I mean, let us consider that this building is for residential purpose. The value will be given as 1. For example, if the project is of railway station or schools, hospitals, etc., then the value of importance factor turns out to be 1.5. Okay, so now let's assign it. It was 1, right? Yeah. And let the time period be program calculated, and the response reduction factor also again depends on IS code. So here it depends on the type of load resisting system of the building. So here we have ordinary RC moment resisting frame. So here the value turns out to be 3. So now let's go and assign. Okay, 3. Yeah. Okay. So now we can see that completely our load is defined over here. Then just click on OK. Now we'll be analyzing a building. So let's go to analyze option present in menu bar, and initially we need to consider only a few load cases. Let's check. Okay, here wind load is kept at do not run. Since we are not considering wind loads, we are just considering dead, live and seismic load in this assignment. So now we'll start analyzing and just click on run now. So now here we can see that the process of analyzing is started. This takes a while as the number of stories are more as told before. Now we can see that our okay, no, it's not started. Now we can see that the process of analysis is done, and now here we can see curved shape that is nothing but a bending for our slab. And whenever you place your cursor on any of the point, you can find various displacement values, as you can see over here. So now let's begin with the final step, which is nothing but designing a structure. So now let's go to design, concrete frame design, view slash revise preferences. Check that the IS code over here is 456/2000. Then click on OK. Uh, then we'll start the check. Okay. So now we can see that. So now we can see that the design process has begun. So now we can see that the software is telling us that 13 concrete frames have failed. So it is asking whether to reiterate analysis and design or not. So we will be clicking on yes option, and it would be giving different dimensions which were considered in auto select option, and by that method it will check that all the frames are in safe condition. So let's begin. So now we can see that the process of analyzing and design is begun. Here we can see that the process of designing is being continued. Again, it tells us that 8 concrete frames have failed. So whether to again go for reiterative analysis and design. So we'll be again clicking on yes, and again the entire process is going to begin. So by this process, the analysis and design of a particular structure for seismic analysis or for seismic load can be done. That's it from my side. Thank you.